Kissing is more important for a happy relationship than sex. Men that kiss their partners in the morning can live up to 5 years longer than those that don't. The more you talk about someone, the more are you likely to fall in love with that person. Ginger stimulates the feelings of excitement associated with sex. Hugs that last over 20 seconds release the chemical oxytocin, which makes you trust that person more. About 75% of men always reach orgasm during sex. A study found that men feel more emotional pain after a breakup than women do. Almost half of American men have HPV. We automatically perceive people who smell good as more attractive. Women with higher testosterone levels might be more interested in masturbation than in having sex with someone else. New moms are ready to have sex sooner than the 6-week wait period instructed by their doctor. People who try to keep everyone happy often end up feeling the loneliest. Some sexual dysfunction can stem from how a woman feels about the appearance of her genitals. Women generally prefer men with deep husky voices because they seem more confident and less aggressive. Women over 40 years old are more likely to have multiple orgasms than women in their 20s, according to a report. Pretending not to care is the habit of someone who generally cares the most. Only 1/5 of a second is needed for people to fall in love. A study estimates that 15% of women have experienced an orgasm during exercise. Your pupil expands up to 45% when you look at someone you love. The smarter the person is, the faster he thinks, and the sloppier his handwriting is. It's possible for women to achieve orgasm from breast stimulation alone. When lovers look into each other's eyes, their heartbeats synchronize. 37% of women reported regularly using a vibrator with their sexual partner during intercourse. Some of us are actually afraid of being too happy because of the fear that something tragic might happen next. Your pain threshold can increase significantly during arousal. When a man finds a woman attractive, he may flex his muscles and adapt postures that make him appeal taller and stronger. A woman's butt sticks out 25% more when she is wearing heels. People that are kind are seen as more attractive by the opposite sex. Holding hands with someone you love can alleviate physical pain, stress, and fear. Shaving your pubic area increases your chances of spreading an STI. People between the ages of 18 and 33 are the most stressed in the world. After the age of 33, stress levels tend to reduce. Sex is 10 times more effective than Valium. Engagement rings are generally worn on the fourth finger of the left hand because the ancient Greeks believed that the vena amoris, or vein of love, ran from that finger directly to the heart. The average vagina is 3 to 4 inches long but can expand by 200% when sexually aroused. The average high school kid today shows the same level of anxiety as the average psychiatric patient in 1950s. There are some foods that boost your sex drive. One of them being black raspberries. Expressing gratitude towards people you love can make you happier and increase your overall level of trust in each other. 1 orgasm a day may decrease a man's risk of prostate cancer. Comedians and funny people are more depressed than others. A study found that good sex triggers the region of the brain associated with falling in love. Women's tears have been biologically proven to reduce arousal and lower testosterone levels in men. Power makes people care less about others. Only 18% of women orgasm on vaginal penetration alone while having sex with a partner. Men suffering from sleep deprivation are more likely to assume that a woman wants to have sex with them. Fear can feel good if you're not really in danger. That's why you love horror movies or haunted house adventure. Some people experience the same feeling of arousal when thinking about food as when having sex. We decide within the first second of meeting someone whether we can trust them or not. Sleep-deprived men are more likely to believe women want to have sex with them. Your emotions don't affect the way you communicate. People find symmetrical faces more attractive as this is an indication of good health. People with low self-esteem are more likely to criticize others. Studies have shown that relationships are most likely to end within 3 to 5 months from the day they begin. People who have a strong sense of guilt are better at understanding other people's thoughts and feelings. Men are more attracted to women whose bone structure resembles their mother's. Marrying your best friend eliminates the risk of divorce by over 70%, and this marriage is more likely to last a lifetime. Men with deeper voices appear more attractive to women, and women with higher-pitched voices are more attractive to men. Intelligent people tend to have fewer friends than the average person. The smarter the person is, the more selective they become. The simple act of looking at a picture of a loved one can help relieve pain. Any friendship that was born in the period between 16 and 28 years of age is more likely to be robust and long-lasting. People more thoughtful and reliable partners tend to perform better at work, earning more promotions and feeling more satisfied with their careers overall. Too many options or choices can become paralyzing and hence distract you from taking decisions. Studies have shown that happier people who are enjoyable to be around are harder to break up with and tend to stay in relationships longer. You remember things better if you've been tested on them. The word love is from the Sanskrit word labhyati, which means he desires. You automatically second-guess yourself when other people disagree. Women tend to be more attracted to men with prominent cheekbones and a strong jawline, as this is linked to high testosterone levels. Smarter people underestimate themselves. Ignorant people think they're brilliant. According to a 2010 cross-cultural study, women are more attracted to men wearing red than other colors. Money can buy happiness only to an extent. After a certain amount, increased income does little to boost happiness. People that are kind are seen as more attractive by the opposite sex. 70% of your dreams contain secret messages. Brain can store an estimated 2,500,000 gigabytes. The happier we are, the less sleep we require. The human attention span is shorter than a goldfish. The very last person on your mind before you fall asleep is either the reason for your happiness or your pain. The average weight of the adult human brain is 3 pounds. Around 80% of people use music as an escape from all the negative things in life. Singing reduces feelings of depression and anxiety. Vitamin B1 can help improve short and long-term memory. Listening to high-frequency music makes you feel calm, relaxed, and happy. Easy access to information can make it harder to remember. The type of music you listen to affects the way how you perceive the world. Memories start forming in the womb. 90% of people text things they can't say in person. Brain uses 20% of the body's total oxygen and energy. When a rule seems too strict, you want to break it even more. Sweating can temporarily shrink the brain. Food tastes better when someone else makes it. 5 minutes without oxygen can cause brain damage. Our brain treats rejection like a physical pain. Beginnings and ends are easier to remember than middles. Neurons travel 150 miles per hour in the brain. If you announce your goal to others, you are less likely to succeed. Studies confirm you lose motivation. Those who take a quiz twice are 65% more likely to remember the facts. Our hearts have nothing to do with the feeling of being in love. Love is only a chemical reaction of the brain. Learning new things increases gray matter in the brain. We are wired in a way that we always try to return a favor. Yawning is more contagious among people who are emotionally close. When you hold the hand of a loved one, you feel less pain and you worry less. People look more attractive when they speak about the things they are really interested in. People who swear a lot tend to be more loyal, upfront and honest with friends. The more you talk about someone, the more are you likely to fall in love with that person. Pretending not to care is the habit of someone who generally cares the most. When you're single, all you see are happy couples, and when you're not, you find happy singles. People who spend more time in the sun are likely to be happier. Good morning and good night text messages activate the part of the brain responsible for happiness. Feeling ignored causes the same chemical effect as that of an injury. Being with positive and happy people makes you happier. The more money you spend on others, the happier you feel. Some of us are actually afraid of being too happy because of the fear that something tragic might happen next.